There I was in my sophomore year in high school in Berkeley, which was a happening place, and there was nothing down here. So Daniel went off to Davis, and what my mother asked at that time was, hey, Dad, let's be sensitive to Liz and to Stuart, our younger brother. Why don't we have you go down to the Irvine campus, which of course was only on paper at that time, and I'll stay here in Berkeley, and would you commute back and forth? So that first year, that's what he did.
Actually, 2 years.
He would come down here. He would leave on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, and then we wouldn't see him again until Thursday night or Friday. And so he would be here, and at one point, actually he was a roommate with Ray Watson. Of course, the Watson Bridge is an iconic linkage between the campus and the community of Irvine, because Ray Watson was given the responsibility of creating the city of Irvine. And so together they were roommates out at the old Irvine family ranch home out off of Myford Road.
Right.
And so it was an exciting time for these two young men. I mean, really, they were young men. They were in their 40s.
Right.
And there are perhaps pictures in our own archives of the two of them at the house on Myford Road with their individual
Charlie Thomas
drawings of what they were going to be
Ferrara.
creating. There was also over here on the corner of Bison and MacArthur was Urbana Square. That is no longer there. But that was where William Pereira, who was the architect that had been hired by the University of California
and the Irvine Company.
and the Irvine Company to design what was going to be here. And that was where William Pereira's team worked, was there at Urbana Square, and then they would all come together. And it was really a wonderful place to visit. In fact, there was a silo that was there at the facility, the Urbana Square facility. It was an old ranch house, in fact. And we as kids were given the opportunity to go into the silo and sign our names to this, you know.
Yeah, it was an observation. They created stairwells up so you could then look out across the whole
It was
area.
that kind of shared excitement and shared feeling that I really feel is very indicative of all that were involved. Father and Papa, I call him Papa, Papa and Ray Watson, and Charlie Thomas was at that time the president of the Irvine Company. And
First non-Irvine member president.
and so it was, as I say, an exciting time. And of course, I'm going to go back to the statement that there was nothing here. There was nothing here. And all three of them saw what was going to be this community, this place for the 21st century, because Daniel used that, and that was what this was going to be, a community for the 21st century.